Hey gaming fans, so today's another classic and casual Magic the Gathering deck. This one's kind of a fun one. It's a combo deck. It's based off False Cure. So basically this card, essentially whenever your opponent gains life, they lose 2 life instead of that 1. So basically they gain 1 life, but then they lose 2 life. So the object is obviously to get your opponent to gain life. So let's get to the deck. The first part is the lands. Now, I only own one Overgrown Tomb, at least I think I do. I could only find one. I used to have the dual land one, the original dual land Bayou, but I sold them off. So this one is, obviously you hope to draw this one. Adds black or green to your mana pool. Comes into play tapped unless you pay 2 life. But that's okay. You're not going to worry about that. And then for the lands, I just put in basic swamps and basic forests, 10 of each. Because you need your forests for this deck, and you'll see why. And this counting as a forest is also important. In fact, you could do a first turn kill with this deck if you were to draw this card, and a bunch of other cards, obviously, to do it. So, we're going to start with the 4, obviously, False Cures. This is the main combo card to kill your opponent. So to get your opponent, so that's 2 black. So definitely if you want to do the first turn kill, you would have to draw your Overgrown Tomb and a Dark Ritual. But anyways, so for the life gaining cards, we got Sky Shroud Cutters. These are beast monsters, 4 mana. If you control a forest, which again, Overgrown Tomb is a forest and a swamp, you could have each other player gain 5 life instead of paying its mana cost. And then it's a 2/2 creature. So you play your False Cure, and then you summon this bad boy, and they lose 5 life right off the bat. So obviously if you were to have all 4 in your hand, that's 5, 10, 15, 20 life right there. We don't just rely on this guy though, we also have Reverent Silence. So that's a sorcery. Essentially the same idea. If you have a forest, you may have each other player gain 6 life instead of paying its mana cost. Destroy all enchantments. Now, as far as I know, and I've always played this way, but with Magic, I don't know if this ruling ever changed, but this doesn't target. So even if there's no enchantments on the field, I'm pretty certain you could still play this card. If I'm wrong, let me know. Then we got 4 Invigorates. Very similar again. If you control a forest, you may have your opponent gain 3 life, so this is only 3 life, but target creature gets +4/+4 till the end of turn. So, you know, again, if you have a creature in play and you're able to attack, well, you just boost it up by 4, and hopefully you've gotten off a couple of these, you know, gain 5 life, gain 6 life, 6 life, gain 5 life, to finish your opponent off. Now because we're playing a green and black, I decided to just throw in some Uborg Elf. Gives you a body for your Invigorates, so he could become a 5/5, or he taps for green or black mana, which you're going to need. Then I figured, why not play some Regrowth? Again, if you were to pull this off, you activate it for 6, they gain 6 life. Play your Regrowth, add it back to your hand, do it again. Then I also threw in, if you need to grab another your False Cure again. So I added in 2 Eternal Witnesses, which is basically Regrowth on legs. 2/1 creature, returns a card to your hand. Same idea, return what you need. And because this is a combo deck and you want to kill as fast as possible, I put in 3 Infernal Contracts. So it is a hefty fee. You pay half your life, round it up, but you get to draw 4 cards. So if you got your your combo set up, ready to go, and you need those extra cards, you need to draw into these things to give your opponent life. Well, you pay half your life and you draw 4 cards. You can't kill yourself with it because it's always just going to half your life. Then we need some tutoring, so because it's a combo deck, so I put in 1 Shred Memory. I was actually thinking I'd probably up this to 2. this has an effect of removing 4 cards from the graveyard from the game. I mean, you could use it if you need to, but it's meant for its transmute. You pay 2 black, 1 colorless, and search your deck for a card that's 2 mana costs, because it's 2. So you can grab your False Cure if you never drew it. So it's just a way to get to your False Cure. And of course, Demonic Tutor, same idea. This will get you any of your combo pieces that you need to help finish the game. And some more tutoring, also a creature which you can summon if you need to. And that's Dimir House Guard. So I've got 4 of those. He's got Fear, and you get to sack a creature to regenerate him. But he has his Transmute for 3. You know, you transmute him, and you can grab your Reverent Silence, which is 4 mana, just like him, or your Sky Shroud Cutter, which is also 4 mana. So he's going to tutor into your kill cards, essentially. And then I thought, for fun, let's throw this guy in. He's funny. Lakotas Trampion. He's 4 colorless, 2 black to pull out, but he's a Nightmare Horror. When he comes into play, target player loses 6 life, and when he leaves play, target player gains 6 life. So that player gains. So you would obviously make your opponent lose the 6 life, and then when he dies, you're swinging for 3 here. If he dies, then you would have to make sure you have your False Cure ready to make sure they lose 6 life again. So kind of funny. At one point, I was building this deck. I was going to use Ishkron or Ishkron Scepter or whatever it's called, the artifact that allows you to imprint. But I just found that it just became too bulky. Because you're not playing a lot of bot creatures in this deck, really, I just threw in a Damnation in case your opponent starts to get out of hand with a bunch of weenies. You know, if you're paying for half your life, you got to control the board somehow. Then, of course, the last card will be the 4 Dark Rituals. You will need these probably to cast a lot of your black spells, because a lot of them do have 2 black mana. And like I said, you can literally win turn 1. If you had 4 of these, you would increase your chances, but basically you would start the game with Overgrown Tomb. You put it into play, tap Dark Ritual to play your False Cure, and then you would just need to have any combination, like 4 of these guys. So any combination of that, which you have 8 in your deck. If you had 4 of them, you win the game on turn 1, which is funny. Anyways, yeah, that's the False Cure deck. Let me know what you think. Throw some comments down below. Hope you subscribe. We'll talk to you later.